Hey YouTube, welcome back to our Candles Cartel YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how we make our solid colored concrete candle jars. So diving right into it, I'm using 280 grams of cemental cement, 5 grams of titanium dioxide, and 75 grams of water. And today I will be using a cement pigment powder. I actually got this pigment powder off of Amazon. It came in a 4-pack. It came with this brown, red, rusty color that I'm using here today for our 10-ounce concrete candle jar. And then it also came with the blue, which I'll be using later on in the video, a yellow, and a black. And these are very pigmented. So I did use about 8 grams here. I did also make another video, which I will be posting later this week. I use this same color, so I only had about 5 grams of cement pigment in the bag. I did add that in here to make a total of 13 grams of cement pigment that I added in here. That's definitely a lot. I would suggest only using about 8 grams. It's very pigmented. You guys will see the color come through as soon as I add the water, but I did want to make that disclaimer that I did add about 13 grams of cement pigment in total for this 10-ounce jar. The color still came out beautiful, but I felt like I would have got the same result if I just used 8 grams of cement pigment. So just to say that this cement pigment does go a long way. I have heard that they do carry it at Home Depot as well. So if you're going to pick up your cemento, might as well check out the cement concrete at the same time because they might have more color options. So here, like I said, I'm just adding that extra 5, I believe it was 5.4 grams of cement pigment that it ended up being. So I'm just adding that in there. And then once that's done, I'm going to give it a good mix again to make sure that there's no chunks in my mix. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my water. So because I added in more cement pigment here, I did go in with 15 more grams of water, making the total grams of water I use for the 10-ounce candle jar 90 grams. 90 grams of water is what I use for the 10-ounce candle jar. And I do like a more watery pancake consistency batter. So I definitely feel like the added water did make a huge difference in getting that final beautiful finish that I like. So I'm just making sure to really mix it here and turning my spoon over and making sure that I'm getting rid of any chunks or any lumps that are in my batter. And once again, just making sure that I get that smooth pancake watery batter consistency. Hope that makes sense for you guys. And then we're going to go in with our silicone molds from Modern Craft Labs. I'm just going to give my cement mixture one more good mix before I start pouring it in there. And I definitely like how the consistency came out. This is exactly the consistency I was looking for. And once that's all poured in, I'm going to go ahead and just wipe off any excess and just make sure to really tap the sides to get any air bubbles out. So before I even go in with a paper towel, I actually use a spoon to scoop out any excess cement because I actually use this excess cement to make my concrete coasters for my candles. So definitely scoop out anything at the top that I can, and then I go in with my paper towel and just give the sides a good wipe. So here I'm just tapping the sides of the jars just to make sure I'm getting rid of any air bubbles that might have arisen. And once I'm happy with the way that the jar looks, I'm just going to go ahead and move it off to the side and start off with our next jar. So this jar here is the 8-ounce concrete candle jar. I'm using blue from the same company, Humid, on Amazon. And I just used 8 grams of this cement powder and it came out very pigmented in the end. Very happy with the way that this came out, and like I said, a little bit goes a long way. So I just mixed it in with my titanium dioxide, and then I put it into my cement mix, And then once that was done, I went ahead and put my gloves on because I'm not sure what I was thinking here. And once my gloves are on, I'm going to go ahead and mix the blue into my cement. And right away here, I saw the color coming out. So I was just very excited to start pouring, and I added about 70 grams of water, just making sure that I learned from the last jar that I made. Of course, because I'm using powder pigment, I need to make sure that I'm adding about 10 grams more of water than I normally would when I'm just using the either regular cement or even just acrylic and cement. So here, just making sure to tap off the sides and just wipe off any excess cement that might have spilled over, and just keep giving it a good tap just to make sure that we're getting rid of any air bubbles. If you need to tap it on the table, feel free to do so. I feel like it's definitely one of the best ways to get rid of any air bubbles. And then we're going to go ahead and let them set. I did let them set for about 2 hours just to make sure that they fully set. I do have a bad habit of unmolding my jars very quickly, and sometimes they do break because they didn't have enough time to set. So I made sure to set a timer for 2 hours, let these jars set, and here's how they came out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions or any comments or concerns, please feel free to comment down below. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one.